afternoon, and welcome to the 2022 Paris College of Art and Emerson College Commencement ceremony. Would you please stand as the certificate recipients and degree candidates enter and take their seats? Let me introduce, so a step at a time.
A friend that is here today asked me, and she said, so why do you think that the memory of the moment is much happier than when you live the moment itself? But I must say that to answer back to your question, Sophia, about the memories, I don't have the answer to it. All I can tell you is that it's an honor and a privilege that we call the memory a happy one. And thanks to all of you guys, this memory, regardless of how bittersweet moments have been, I feel like we have all grown so much. I've learned so much from each and every one of you.
Join me in welcoming Raison Naiddo.
Some of you will go on to be artists, filmmakers, art critics, curators, art historians, fashion designers, and graphic artists, among other related art professions. Some may leave the field of art altogether, as it may suit you at that time in your life. But I want to leave you with a quote I came across recently from the famous American actor, comedian Jim Carrey. And he says, I quote, "My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant, and when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love." And that is exactly what you've all chosen to do.
It's interesting differences we all have, but I believe we've all just learned a lot from that. And I believe we're ready, you guys. I think we're ready to go out into the wild. I think all of you should be really proud of where you stand today. Think about the first day of class you had, the first person you talked to, the first teacher you had, first teacher you didn't like. Think about who you were and think about who you are now. And feel proud to have come all this way. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, college. And thank you, art. And thank you so much for having been part of this crazy, amazing roller coaster. Thank you guys for having me.
And we will now proceed with the conferring of bachelor's degrees.
Pleased to be here today to offer congratulations to the first graduating class of the Global BFA.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Paris College of Art, I now confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Fine Arts in Communication Design, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Design, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fine Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Interior Design, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography, and Bachelor of Fine Arts in Film Arts, and admit you to all their rights and responsibilities. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Would you please stand as the certificate recipients and degree candidates enter and take their seats? Thank you. It's a great honor to address you on your graduation day, and I invite you to take a moment and look around and savor this moment, because we're here to celebrate you, and this is a day for you to remember, so just take a moment to let that sink in. Before we continue with the conferring of degrees, I want to introduce you to our graduate recipient speaker, who's been elected by the entire class to represent the class and address the class on this day. And Cage Sebastian Pierre was selected by his peers, and I quote, because he's a friend to everyone he meets and represents the school better than anyone. So Cage, if you will do the honor of joining me up here.
Some will tell you that what we do is secondary, not as important, a hobby, not viable, not worth much, etc., etc. Insert haters in your language here. Do not listen. Our work is the investigation of the hidden, the exposure of the tender, the engaging with the enlightened. It may have been the scalpel that kept you alive, but it is the brush that makes this life worth living. In particular, the work that I've witnessed in the halls of PCA have challenged the bounds of what I thought was possible with a pen, with a computer, with a spray paint can, with fabric, with a camera, with paper, with a screen, with a voice, with an idea. Each of these are a tool with which we ask the world, in the face of our joys, and in the face of our horrors, how will we be today? I say today because we don't exist in our yesterdays. I say today because tomorrow will be too late to save us. I say today because the truth is that's all we have. To you, to you, to you, to you, and you, and you, and you, and everyone who gave a heart, a light, a hand to a person is here, I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
So we'll now proceed with the conferring of degrees. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of Paris College of Art, I now confer upon you the degrees of Master of Art in Design and Social Impact, Master of Art in Drawing, Master of Art in Fashion Film and Photography, Master of Art in Interior Design, Master of Art in Photography and Image Making, and Master of Art in Transdisciplinary New Media, as well as the Master of Fine Art in Drawing and the Master of Fine Art in Transdisciplinary New Media, and admit you to all their privileges and responsibilities. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.